Welcome back everyone, this is Mondo All Day, back with another video. And in this video, I'll be doing an overview of Cyborg Superman and Connor Kent, the Collector's Edition. As always, I'll be talking about the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth to purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at the box. We'll start off with Cyborg Superman. So here's the front of the box. This side. The back, the other side, top, and bottom. And then for Connor Kent, the front of the box. This side is number 15. The back, the other side, top, and bottom. Alright, now let's take a look at each figure outside the box. As always, you do come with a card. The front of the card looks like for Cyborg Superman. The back of the card. Put this over here. Front of the card for Connor Kent. The back of the card. And for Cyborg Superman, it comes with a flying stand, so no regular puck stand. It comes with a flying stand for Cyborg Superman. And man, you get... I'll talk about the pricing in a bit, because man, Connor Kent comes with this weird, like, ground slam concrete floor, right? A little detail on there. You got the grays, a little bit shadowing right there, and a little bit of blacks right here. You can see, right? Put his fist right there like he's punching it. And here's the back of it. Alright, and it comes with an extra pair of hands, so it comes with a right pointy hand, left trigger hand, and it also comes with a flying stand as well too, so you get a flying stand, and it comes with a puck stand for Connor Kent. And, again, it's a lot of ands here. It comes with an additional headpiece, so here's going to be one of the headpiece on here. You got that mean, mungy look on there. You can see a little bit of the teeth, the lips, the eyebrows. I do like the hairstyle. It's black with a little bit of blue on top right there, you can see. And so the facial expression, I like it. You can see a little bit of the forehead and the ground right there. The frown, not ground, frown. Nice looking headpiece. And then you have this headpiece here, which he is bald, and of course with the red, what do you call it, the accent, the fires come, or the beams coming out of his eyes on there, right? In terms of the headpiece, it's kind of plain, not much to it. You get the painted lips, little detail and sculpture design on the nose, and of course little red things right there. But in terms of the head, it's just bald. That's pretty much it. And that's it. So now let's take a look at the figures. We'll start off with Connor Kent. So, head, left, right, up, down, not the greatest. Left, right, it's good. Shoulder, bicep, elbow, wrist. Ooh, it's a little stiff right now. Well, mine's really stiff. It does articulate, just mine is being a little punk right now with his wrist. Then there's torso is, oof, not the greatest in torso, but there is swivel. Then there's leg articulation. Knees, wow, this is a little stiff right now. Ankles, very limited because it hits in the back of the jeans. And toes as well. So overall, the articulation on this figure, it's good. Limited in terms of up, down, of course, no torso. And the ankles as well too. Now let's talk about the figure itself. Yeah, we'll talk about Cyborg in a bit, but for this figure right here, in terms of the head, it's going to be a nice, clean Connor Kent head look to it. You got the painted lips on there, the painted eyes. And then you got the nose, the hair. I do like the hairstyle. Very simple, but it looks nice. It looks clean. Black with a little bit of blue. You can see on there, the blue on top. The facial expression, it's just your typical no emotion headpiece, or expression I should say. And so the headpiece itself, it's good. It's nothing crazy or anything like that. This is a nice clean looking headpiece for Connor Kent, so I'm digging it so far. Here we have the arm. You got the t-shirt on here. The biceps do swivel here on the actual sleeve right there. In terms of the muscle tone, there really isn't. There's some in the tricep, but not a whole lot. It's just a very, very clean, basic upper body in terms of the actual sculpture design. It's just Conor Kent with the t-shirt, because he usually has a t-shirt similar to the image right here. You can see perfectly, which just has a t-shirt, and is also present here, which just has, well, just a t-shirt, and it's a bit unfortunate because it's kind of plain. Not much to it, just black. Of course, you got the wrinkles on here from the actual shirt itself. You got the Superman logo is actually painted on, and here's the back of the upper body, right? You got the two fists on there. It's a pretty clean looking Conor Kent, but then again, that's how he looks like in terms of the comics. He usually has just a shirt and some jeans. And so, overall, the upper body on this figure, it's fine. I mean, for what you're getting for your money, which I'll talk about that in a bit more. Yeah, I'll talk about that. It's hard to explain because I don't want to say too much, but for this figure itself, in terms of the upper body, it looks fine. It's Conor Kent, so you can't say too much. It's similar to Superman, where it's like you can't say too much about it because it's very clean, plain looking. Same here. It's just plain, clean looking upper body with the shirt and, of course, Conor Kent. Did he do squats? Wow, this red. Look at those. No, what? Conor Kent, you have to do some squats, homie, because god damn, there's nothing there. It's flat. It's flat like the earth. You got the back of the legs. You have some just wrinkled jeans on here. Again, that's how he looks like in the comics. Just regular blue jeans. And here he is right here. Just blue jeans. Just very wrinkled. Right? Here's the side of the leg. The boots. Or the feet, I should say. Just plain black feet. And you got a little bit of strap here on the feet. And here is the front of the shin. Right? The knee pads. The thighs have a little rip on here, and here's the belt. It's just a regular dress belt, right? A little bit of silver paint on it, which I do like. The black belt. And so, overall, the figure itself, it's a nice looking figure. It's Conor Kent. It's more comic accurate, and so it's not much to it. You know what I mean? It's just a shirt, jeans, and the character itself. And I know you'll be wondering, like, Mondo, this is what you get for 30 bucks? Again, I'll talk about the price in a bit. So, overall, the figure itself, it looks fine. I don't hate it. Also, I'm not like, oh my god, this is amazing. It's more of like, oh, it's cool. We got a Conor Kent figure. It looks like Conor Kent, and that's pretty much it. I can't really hate on it. So far, in terms of the addition for Conor Kent, I think McFarlane did a good job. Not great or amazing or excellent, just good overall. Now let's take a look at Cyborg Superman. So we'll start off with the articulation. So head, left, right, up, down. Ooh, a lot better compared to Conor Kent. Shoulder articulation. Bicep. Ooh, it's a little stiff right here. They both articulate. I want to see because this is a different hand. They do as well. And then we have elbow. And also elbow. Of course, we have wrist. If I can figure it out how to do it, wrist. It does articulate. Mine's a little stiff. And there is wrist articulation here on this hand. Then here we have torso, which is actually here compared to Conor Kent. Swivel. Leg articulation. Knees. Ooh, it's very stiff. Ankles. And toes as well. So overall, the articulation on this figure, it is far superior compared to Conor Kent. Now let's talk about this figure, because I'll be honest, there was one point, it was like a leaked image of this particular figure coming out, and I was like, no way that's going to be the design. I mean, it looks good, don't get me wrong, but no way for 23 bucks for what you're paying for it. And then it leaked in terms of being like available for pre-order, never came out. Months passed, probably even years by now, and nothing. And finally, he has arrived, and holy crap, it's definitely worth the wait. Wow. Here we go. The headpiece, top notch. Just look at those eyes, the menacing red eyes. Ooh, that grin on his face. He looks like a person you do not want to mess with. Then you got the Cyborg jawline, like the skull, right? You can see a little bit of the teeth design on there. I do like the paint where it's silver with a little bit of like black shadowing. It makes it pop. I'm telling you, see this in person in terms of the jaw. You know what I'm talking about. Then you have a nice little styled hair. It's like a dark brown from what I can tell. It's mainly dark brown. Not really like black. It's more dark brown in terms of the actual hair paint. But in terms of the style and sculpture, it looks nice, looks clean. But that face, the look at the grin, the eyebrows, right? Just looks incredible. And again, for 23 bucks, you'll see where I'm like, damn, for 23 bucks. Then you got the neck. Look at that neck as well, too. Look at all that detail in the neck, right? I do like how it was like matte kind of color to it around there. Look at all that detail. Here's the back. You can see all of that detail. Then here we have the shoulder. The shoulder has this weird design on it. Then you have the actual shoulder piece right here, right? You can see the undertone, the silver paint, but then you have like this bluish with black showing paint. I like that a lot. It just looks like it's dirty. He's been at war. It doesn't look clean like it's just brand new. It looks like he has been to war, and it's just dirty and grimy. It just pops. And then you have the tricep on here. You get more of that like shadow and paint on there. It just pops. And with that undertone paint and silver, it just looks really, really good. Then you got the forearm on there. Weird design, but it looks damn good. Then you have the fist, which looks super robotic, right? Just look at all that. Oh, mine's coming out here. Look at all that. Look at that. That is incredible. 23 bucks. More of that shadow and paint on here. And then the other hand, you have the spikes on here on the shoulder. Just look at all that. And look at all the shadowing paint. Right? Then the tricep, the huge bicep and tricep. And then you have here little design here, which I actually like. Because my friend could have put in like something like this. Like actual. Oh, you know what I just noticed? This has a pinless. Oh, this is pinless joint. I didn't know that. Because usually McFarlane have this. You can actually see the pin. This one, you can't. It's pinless. Well, I didn't even notice until now. So McFarlane, if you're going to make more figures, make them like this. I don't mind paying extra $1 to hide the pins, but that's just me. But anyways, you can't really see the pin on here, but it has a little design here for the elbow articulation. And then look at this forearm. Look at the spikes on here. And again, more of that blue base paint and with that shadowing paint. It just, I'm telling you, when you see all this paint in person, you're going to be like, damn, this is a good looking figure. And then you have the hands on here. Look at the hands, right? Look at that. Just looks crazy. The detail, the paint, everything about it, just fantastic, man. Probably another figure of the year. It just looks that good. I'm telling you, see this in person, you're going to know exactly what I'm referring to. Look at all that detail. Right? Look at all that. Right? And then you have underneath right here in the forearm, more sculpture design, more of that paint, the silver base paint with that like shadowing paint. And then you have the torso as well too. Look at that. The dirty Superman logo, right? You can see it's supposed to be red, but it's just all dirty. I don't know if this is how it looks like for everyone. If you have this figure, let me know, because this is just so much paint, like in terms of the detail. Then you have the yellowing underneath the Superman logo, also dirty too with that shadowing paint. And then you have here the upper body. And then you have the abdomen. Look at all the detail in the abdomen. Look at all that. That is incredible. Look at the sides. Just look at all of that detail. Right? You have to admit, for 23 bucks, for what you're getting, this is a good looking figure. Then you have the cape, which I wish I had the Superman logo. I do like the Superman logo on the Superman cape, but it's fine though. But then you have the ripped up cape. Nice bright red, but I do like how it's all ripped up, which it should be, because he looks all dirty and grimy and he matches the figure in terms of the actual paint. And here's the back of the body. Look at all that detail. Right? Look at the spine, the paint as well too. Man, for 23 bucks for what you're getting, you have to admit, this figure looks incredible. And so, overall, the upper body on this figure, top notch, 10 out of 10. I do like how it's different on one side, so you can pose a certain angle, something like this, right? Boom, you got the messing, he's gonna eat you up. And then you have over here, right, also a little different design, different look to it, right? Boom. So for 23 bucks for what you're getting so far in the upper body, fantastic. Fantastic. Do these are squats? Just, it's more than Connor can, I can say that much. And then you have here more of the shadowing paint also on here. So there's a bit of a pattern here. Looks like anything with the blue is going to have that pattern of the shadowing paint, not pattern. But look at all that detail. Look at all that. You have to admit, this is a good looking design, great looking figure, and just all the shadow and paint just makes it pop. It really does. How can I put it? When you have this kind of shadow and paint to it, you appreciate the detail and the sculpture design, because if it was just all like light blue, you wouldn't be able to see it, all that detail. But here, when you have it, the shadow and paint, you can really appreciate it. Here's the side of the feet. And there's the feet as well too. Here's the front of the shin. I do like how it's a little bit of the red, but it's like dirtiness. It looks like it's chipped away as well too. But look at all of that detail. And again, for 23 bucks for what you're getting, damn, this is a good looking figure. And here's going to be that torso, which I think it's like a Superman logo on here, but it's not, right? And so overall, this figure, top notch. Just top notch. Easily 10 out of 10. This is definitely a must buy. I know there's two versions of this one. I know I'll put the platinum one to the right. Personally, I'll stick with this one. The platinum one, I gotta see it in person. I don't know how it's gonna look like, because this figure, when I saw images of it, I'm like, this looks cool. But man, when you see all that detail in person, oof, it just pops. And so this figure is a must buy. You have to have it in your collection, especially if you're a Superman fan. Definitely get this before they're gone, because I have a feeling these are going to be selling out like crazy, and they're going to be sold in almost double or triple the amount. So definitely get one before they're gone. But of course, the main question is it really worth it? Should you go out and get these figures? For Connor Kent, for 30 bucks for what you're getting, yes. I've been mentioning about the price, especially for Connor Kent, because yeah, the figure itself is kind of clean, plain looking. Not much to it. But you have to admit, for what you're getting, for 30 bucks, it's a really good deal. You get the two headpieces, which the headpiece probably costs, what, maybe $5 each? You get the extra pair of hands, the concrete slam floor, the flying stand, and the regular puck stand. Again, for 30 bucks, you gotta admit, that's a really good value for money. Yeah, the figure's kind of clean looking, like I said, but he does look like that in the comics. So, for 30 bucks, yes. Cyborg Superman, absolutely, for 23 bucks. The detail, the sculpture design, the shadowing paint, the headpiece, everything about it, it is top notch. For 23 bucks, another hell yeah. Regards to the price, so what I think about the figures. As mentioned with Connor Kent, he's fine. I don't hate the figure. It just looks fine, looks clean. I dig it. I'm glad we have one. Cyborg Superman, oof. Definitely a contender for the top 10 figure of the year. Oh man, the detail, the hand, the robotic hand just looks incredible, and everything else fantastic, and the articulation is a lot better than Connor Kent. So overall, what do I give these figures? They both get a thumbs up for me. For the price and detail for what you're getting for Cyborg Superman, definitely thumbs up. For the price and the detail on this figure, the detail isn't there, but for what you're getting for your money, for 30 bucks, thumbs up for me. So again, both of them get a thumbs up for me. Cyborg Superman, definitely get them now. So don't wait and be like, well, I'm just going to wait for Black Friday. No, you don't want to miss out. Because the last thing you want to do is do what a lot of people did with the Flash Rebirth. They missed out when it was on sale for like 15 bucks. And then for some odd reason, people wanted a Flash Rebirth. And that was selling for like 30 to 40 bucks. So get this now before it's gone. And here we have Jonathan Kent, or John Kent. This is going to be from, I think it's a Future State era, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And of course, Connor Kent and Cyborg Superman. This is a nice addition to the DC Multiverse Connor Kent. I do prefer more of the comic, small, like younger John Kent. I'll have an image what I'm referring to. Maybe McFarlane could do a 2-pack of Damian Wayne and John Kent when they were like the, what do they call it? Super Sons? I actually prefer that kind of version of John Kent. But that's just me. Here we have Superboy from, I don't remember what, I think it's Reign of Superman, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Reign of Superman storyline. And of course, Connor Kent, Cyborg Superman. Great looking figure. I don't know why some people hate it. I like it. The whole spikes, the jacket, just the style of everything about the figure. It looks cool, man. It makes Superman cool looking. Because usually Superman, like, designs are very simple, plain, which is fine. I gotta admit, Superboy on here, it made it look really, really cool. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And here we have Supergirl. This is going to be Supergirl from the I think it's Rebirth or New 52. I can't remember. And I want to say it's Rebirth. This is going to be the Target exclusive gold label. Another great addition to the DC Multiverse. I like the whole cloth cape. I'm starting to dig more of the cloth cape. I'm starting to dig it more. Now, I wonder if McFarlane's ever going to do a cloth cape Superman with the Superman logo on the back. That'd be pretty cool. And here we have, what's his name? Val-El? I always forget his name. This Superman, I always forget his name. Sorry, but this is going to be from the Superman Page Punchers Wave. This is the Platinum Edition version. I did an overview of the regular one, so this is the Platinum Edition. I was able to find one. Again, for the price, for what you're getting for the Page Punchers figures, the detail, the sculpture design, and you get a comic, for the price, you cannot deny it is a fantastic deal. So, hells yeah, definitely get them as well too, because I hope people buy them, support McFarlane, but also the Page Punchers Wave, so we can get more of them. You know, what if we got like a Nightwing Page Punchers Wave with like Blockbuster, right? It'd be kind of cool. Or the Batgirls Page Punchers, where we get Stephanie Brown or Orphan. But sorry, I'm going off topic. But here we have this Superman. I always forget his name, and of course Cyborg, Superman, and Connor Kent. And here we have Darkseid, the Mega Fig Classics. Cool looking figure, but it's a plain looking. But you do get extra headpiece. I do like this version of the headpiece, or this particular headpiece for Darkseid. Great addition to the DC Multiverse. I wish it was a bit taller. Whenever I think of Darkseid, I always think I'm really, really tall. But then again, this is a classic, so he's not really that tall. But nonetheless, Cyborg Superman, Darkseid, and Connor Kent. And last but definitely not least, of course, we have Superman on here. This is going to be Superman from the Hush storyline. I do like the whole Superman with the cape symbol. I like that. I like that a lot. And I think with James Gunn, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe James Gunn is going to include the Superman logo on the cape, right? Or am I thinking about something else? Anyways, you had to bring him on here. The buffed out Superman next to Cyborg Superman of Connor Kent. I don't know about you, but that'll be a fantastic fight between this bit smaller but buffed out Superman next to this Cyborg Superman. That would be James Gunn. If you're watching this, make that. You basically have my money. You can have my credit card, slide it. Day one, I'm going to go watch it. Anyways, Superman next to Cyborg Superman and Connor Kent. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me these figures? Do you plan on purchasing these figures? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. Then goes an overview of Cyborg Superman and Connor Kent Collector's Edition, and on to the next one.